Hey, what's up guys? Anton here, and listen, I wanted to make this video to show off a new tool that we just released. We just finished it. It's part of our performance marketer brand, and as you might know or might not know, that is the brand where we create different software, different tools, different advanced trainings. Some of them we have released to the public, some of them we don't. This is one that you could actually use yourself, so that's why I thought it would make sense for me to make this video, show you how this works. I'm going to show you a demo of it on a Shopify store, on the Dropship Lifestyle merch store. But just know that this can be used on literally any site. It could be used on WordPress. It could be used on Shopify, obviously, BigCommerce. It doesn't matter. Any site, because I'll show you how to install it as well. Now, the first thing you should know about this is it's similar at the surface level. It's similar to like a hello bar or a notification bar that would be at the top or the bottom of your site. And in fact, that's one of the type of bars you could build with this. I mean, if that's all you wanted to do, you could just go ahead and click new bar, and that's what you would create. You would create a static bar where you could show off promotions, or try to have a sale going, or have people opt into your email list. Whatever it is, you could do that with a new bar. But we wanted to create this tool to go a step further and make this something pretty special that I don't see anyone else doing. I've seen it on some sites, but there's not like a tool out there that allows you to easily do this. And let me just show you what I mean. What we want to do is create a slider. So all I'm going to do is click this button that says new slider. Now, when I do that, it's going to give me options. So picture a slider as the bar on your site, a static notification bar. And on that, it could either have one column, I could have 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, and the columns would be within that row. So the more things I wanted to have, for some reason I wanted a bunch of images that were in line with each other, I would choose multiple columns so I could add in a bunch of images side by side. If I just wanted to do something basic like a headline of text, that would just be one column, right? And for this purpose, that's all I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click one column. And let me say again, if you're watching this right now on a smaller screen, make sure you make it full screen so you can actually see how this works. But all I did is click one column, and now I'm basically in the bar preview mode, if you want to call it that. I'm going to click here to name it. Again, it's going on the Dropship Lifestyle merch store. So I'm going to call it DSL merch. And then I'm going to come here. Now, remember I chose one column. That's why right here I have one column that I could edit. So I'm going to go ahead and click plus. And when I do that, you'll see I have a few options. I could add text, which would be like my headline. I could add a button if I wanted to. And I can also add custom code. Now, I'm not going to talk about that a lot in this video. We'll have more trainings on that in the future. But that's where it gets exciting, because that's where you could enter whatever you want. You could have evergreen countdown timers. You could have email opt-ins. You could have just things, like literally whatever you want. You enter code in that section. But again, for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you how to do a headline. So I'm going to click add text, and this little slider is going to come out. And I'm going to do this again for the Dropship Lifestyle merch store. So I'll do our like typical promotion, right? So I'll say save 10% on all orders, enter coupon code save 10 at checkout. Okay, so that's simple. Now, the color here is the color of the font. I'll leave it as white. The size is obviously the size. I'll go up to 40 so it's nice and big and stands out. I'll leave the font as is. As you can see, it does have evergreen dates built in, which is really cool. Like, again, for these auto expiring coupon codes, you could literally enter here what kind of delay you want, and you put that short code in the text box, so it'll update the date automatically, so you don't have to do this manually. Pretty cool. It also has like text effects, so if you wanted to do different things like shake or glow or pulse to really stand out, you could do that too. Again, I'm not going to show you that now, but let me just go ahead and click apply. And when I did that, you'll see it took that text I just wrote and it put it in this bar. Now I see it's a little bit too big, so let me come back in. I'll click the gear icon, and I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Let's try out 30. And I'm going to click apply, and okay, 30 looks good. Now, the next thing I want to do, because this is exactly what it will look like on the site, is change the background color of the bar. Because by default, it's gray. I want it to stand out more. So I'm going to hover over it, and then you'll see this gear icon. I'm going to click that, and then that allows you to actually change the color of the background. So I'm going to go with orange, and you see here you could enter the hex code of the color. I'm just going to go and find an orange I like for now because I'm trying to do this fast. I'll click choose, I'll click apply, and as you see now it has an orange background. So some more things I'll show you. You could still hover over it. Oh, Let me exit out of here and click the edit icon. If you want to change a border, so maybe I want to have a black border around it, I could do that. Click apply. Now, as you can see, it's bordered. If I want to change the style, I could change the style. If I want it to be bigger or smaller, there's a lot of options. Basically, what we wanted to do is make it as how do you even say it, like as customizable as possible, because we know people will get creative with it. One other thing I'll show you real quick is if you want to change the padding, so like how much space is in between the text and in between the actual the bar itself, you could do that. So you come in here to size, and you'll see by default it's 55 and the padding's 10. If I click apply, now it's like much tighter, it's smaller. And I can also come back in, and if I notice that was too small, maybe I want more space, let's make it 70. Click apply, and you see there's more space. So again, totally customizable. Now, here's one other thing, because I know there's like a lot to share. I wanted to do a quick demo, but again, I'm excited about this. Let's say I wanted more under that, like another level. You see here, it says add row. I can go ahead and click add row. And if I wanted to add a 2-column row, I could do that. So as you could see, I'm almost building like a web page under this thing. I can click add row under that, and I could do 4 columns. And if I wanted to, I could add different images. I could add different promo codes. I could add countdown timers. I could put that evergreen countdown timer in. You could really do whatever it is you could think of in this tool, which is why it's so cool. But that's not even like that additional bonus I was talking about before, which is why this is better than every other bar out there that we've used. So let me just go ahead, and I'm going to delete these extra rows because I'm not going to use them right now. And then you'll notice up here, we have it's actually called a notice button. So the notice is the fun part. I'm going to click that, and you'll see it has by default a bunch of different images. So it has like different bells that you can use. I uploaded that one of me as a favicon, which no, not a favicon, an emoticon, which is why this gets cool, because you could choose from one of our preloaded images, and no, I'm not in there by default, but these bells are. So let me just choose this one. Or if you want to, you can click the upload button, and you can upload any image you want. So picture it's Halloween, you're doing a sale. You could do like a little ghost. Picture it's Christmas. You could do like Santa's face and have that trigger different promotions. If your store is based in a different theme, you can make it custom to match your store. So I'll show you some examples in a minute. But the reason we're doing a bell here is because you could have a sound, okay? So by default, I'll turn the sound effect on, and then I'll turn this timer on. Now I can make an interval every X amount of seconds. This bell that's going to be on the screen, I'm going to show you how to install it, will actually ring. So if someone's browsing through the site, they're going to see a picture of a bell, and in this scenario, 30 seconds, that bell is going to ring, and that's going to draw their attention to it, right? That's that extra element, going above and beyond what people usually do. And again, there's other sites out there where you might see stuff like this on right now, but I have not found a tool yet that does it, which is why we created this tool. Again, it's totally free to use right now as it's in beta, so you can go ahead and click the link and use it yourself. But again, I'm going to use the bell right now by default. I'm going to keep the default sound on, but you can enter any sound effect you want. I'm going to change the sound interval to 60 seconds. You could change the position, so where you want it to be on the site. I want it to be in the bottom right, so I'll leave that as is. You could also do effects where the bell or the ghost or the Santa face, whatever you choose, is shaking, is glowing, is pulsing. I'm going to leave that off for now. And I'm going to make the bar position, so this bar you see in the background, I'm going to allow that to be on the top of the screen, so right on the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to click apply. Okay, so once I do that, I have a couple options. I could either just save this and install it on the merch store where this one is going, or I can preview it. So I'm going to click preview, and then it asks me for a URL. So let me take the URL from over here, copy it, and I'll paste it, and I'll click go. And now, see down here, the bell, that's the preview. And when I click the bell, it opens the bar. Okay, so that's how it gets exciting. Not only, and then if I click it again, it closes it. But not only does it do things like make noise, it could shake, it could glow, it could pulse, but you can actually preview it before you put it on your site. But I see it's down here in the bottom right. I actually want it to be on the bottom left of the site. So let me come out of the preview. I'm going to exit the preview. I'm going to come back into notice, because that's what we call the little icon. And I'm going to come here, and it's on the right bottom. I want it on the left bottom. I'm going to click apply, and then I'm going to click save. Now, this is how you install it on your site. It's not like officially in the Shopify App Store or anything yet. It's just, on the site. You would go to usecrobar.com. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get that code, and then I'm going to click copy, and then I'm going to bring it in to the Shopify basically admin panel, and I'm going to paste paste it before the closing head tag. Now, what I'll say is, we're eventually going to have training videos on how to kind of do this in a more advanced way, which is how it should be done if you want the most functionality as far as like making unique bars for unique pages. For now, I'm just putting it in the main theme.liquid file in Shopify, which means it's going to be shown on every page on our Shopify store. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to come back here to the actual merch store. And then when I click refresh, you should see it in the bottom left, just like it was in the preview. Yep, there it is. Cool. So we have the bar down here, the notification down there. Remember, in 60 seconds, it will ring, but at any point, if your visitor clicks it, oh, there it is. If they click it, they will see that, right? So it's pretty cool. It's a different way to trigger the actual bar that comes up. Remember, totally customizable. You could do it like any way you want, any color. You could do it on the top. You could do it on the bottom. You can build rows so it fills the whole screen if you wanted to. Again, we're just getting started with using it ourselves. So there's a ton of options that I'm sure we haven't even thought of yet. The holiday stuff is something we're definitely doing. Let me actually show you some ways we already are using it on other sites. So this is the Dropship Lifestyle blog right here on the right. And again, it doesn't have to be a Shopify store. This is WordPress. We have it down here. So this Shopify icon, logo, whatever you want to call it, is actually part of CROBAR. We uploaded that as our custom image. And then when you click that, I'm logged in as an admin, so it's not going to pull up. Let me log out and go incognito, and then you'll be able to see how it works. When I come here in an incognito window and I go to the blog, you'll see the button in the bottom left, right? And then when I come down here and I click on it, it triggers the bar. Remember, the bar could be at the bottom, it could be at the top. On this site, we put it on the top, on the bottom, and it's triggering a 21-day free trial and saving 10% on Shopify. So someone clicks that, and it takes them to the appropriate link, right? So just a different way you can use it. Again, that's how we're using it on the Dropship Lifestyle blog, and we also put it on the Dropship Lifestyle members area. So remember, you can upload an image of whatever it is you want, and right now I'm logged into the members area, and you'll see we have the emoticon, I think it's called, of me. So I'll zoom in a bit, and there I am down there. And when you click that, it brings up the bar that says phase 2 of Dropship Lifestyle coaching is coming soon. Click here for info. This bar is a 2-column bar, 1 column being text, 1 column being a button. So let me just show you quickly what that looks like in here. I think it's in this account. Yeah, DSL coaching phase 2. So I'm going to click edit. And you'll see here, this is, 1 column, this is column 2. And what's cool too is it has this slider. So if you want to change where anything is, totally free to do that as well. Like the functionality is just literally whatever you want to do with it. So again, there's a free version available now. If you want to try it out too, put it on your store. Let us know how it works for you. We're putting it on all of our sites. We'll definitely be reporting back with results, but so far it's been really, really promising. So again, try it out. It's usecrobar.com, CROBAR.com. So I'll post a link, but try it out. Let me know what you think. Be sure to send feedback because again, this is like our first version and it's already amazing. So let us know what you think and we will keep on making it better from there. Thank you.